Must I have an iPhone before I become a content creator? Must I have a digital camera before I start creating content? Must I have the most expensive equipment or the most expensive gadget before I become a content creator? This is what we'll be digesting in this particular video. Welcome back. My name is OGOM'S. Follow for more content creation tips. Follow for more YouTube tips and growth. Let's get right into the video. For this particular video, we are going to be having three exhibits. Three exhibits is that we are going to be doing our sample with three filming gadgets that is the most controversial in any content creator's mind. If you want to become a content creator, there are things that come to your mind. What is the best phone that I should get? You should always strive to get the phone that has the best video quality. Even the phone that you feel that have the best video quality, you might have that particular phone, but you don't know how to navigate the setting. Some of us have a digital camera, but we don't know how to navigate the setting. Some of us have an iPhone, we don't know how to navigate the setting. Some of us have a Samsung phone, even the Samsung that you are neglecting, or even the Redmi phone, the Spark 20, the Spark 23. Some of us, we have those phones, but we don't know how to navigate the setting. That phone that you feel that you are neglecting, you are belittling, is something that you can use to start your content. You mustn't buy an iPhone before you become a content creator. Now, for my iPhone users, come and sit by my right-hand side. Let me tackle you guys before I go to Samsung people. This is an iPhone. Me and you and I, you, we might be using the same iPhone, but my video quality will still be coming out more better than your video quality. Now, have you heard of filming with your back camera? You see this? This is a back camera. This is your lens. You need to clean your lens. You need to clean your lens when you want to film with your back camera. And even when you want to film with your front camera, also need to clean this lens for which you're seeing here. Both should be clean, the front lens and the back lens. You have lens that is on your front phone and you have lens that is on your back phone. For example, I am going to be showing you a video that I filmed with the back lens and your front camera. Back camera and front camera. So you will see that even those that have an iPhone that film with a front camera, your quality will not come out like mine that film with a back camera. Let's go to my video. Always turn up the brightness whenever I want to start creating my content. But if I am making use of a ring light or I have a LED light, I don't need to increase the brightness. If I am filming directly opposite my window like I am doing right now, there is no external lighting in this particular video. I am filming by my window side. The external lights that you feel that you might be seeing is the bulb for which you're seeing here, for which is not doing much because I'm not there. And then the light by the mirror for which you're seeing. So basically, I am not filming this video with any external light. It's just the sun that is coming into this window, and the sun is not scorching. The sun has gone off from this window, but the brightness it is still giving. Now, this is our iPhone. Anytime you want to film content with any phone for which you have, make sure that you are doing a centimeter with your hand. This is my hand. Make sure that you can see the centimeter. If you want to film with your back camera, if you keep your tripod where my hand stops, go and sit down and then film your content with your back camera. Your neck is not going to cut. Your head is not going to cut. Your body is not going to cut. To film content with an iPhone with my back camera, I am in my video already. So all I have to do is to tap on the record button, and then this is what I am going to do. There is no how my head will cut in this video that I am doing, that I have stretched out my hand. You can see. Now, this is the straight length of this video. Now, if I take it down like this, you can see that it will be down. This is the best hand angle or camera angle if you want to film with your back camera. And make sure that your eyes is on the lens. Focus on the lens of your phone. Do not look elsewhere. Right now, I am looking at you guys, and right now, I am looking elsewhere. So you have to make sure that your eyes is focused on the lens, no matter where you are. Now, let me film with my front camera of this same phone so that you will tell me the quality. Still at arm's length, this is the quality of my front camera. Let me know in the comment section how you like the both or the one for which you prefer. I'll be putting the two comparison for you guys, okay? Now, I want us to move to the next exhibit, which is our Samsung phone. So this is our Samsung phone. I've had this Samsung. It is going to 5 years right now, and it is the Samsung A23 or A29. I can't really remember, but this is my Samsung phone. Anytime, all the market vlogs for which you have watched on my channel, I filmed it with this Samsung phone because I noticed that if you use your iPhone very well on the sun, the quality tends to go low. But you see this Samsung phone, no matter how long that you use it under the sun, the quality still remains the same. But iPhone, if you use it for a long time under the sun, the quality will go down. But for this Samsung, like sometimes if I film with my Samsung phone, it gives you the quality of a digital camera. If you have noticed that, let me know. Even Redmi phone, I know that maybe I'll try filming content around that. Even Redmi phone, there is a quality that Redmi phone gives that is giving like a digital camera this thing. So let us go to my camera setting right now. So anytime I want to film content, I always increase the brightness of my phone, even if I am filming by the sun or by the window. So this is my camera. This is my Samsung phone. As usual, I am going to, once I on my camera, I take my hand arm's length. If you're seeing me right now, this is arm's length. My head is not cutting. My head is not cutting. My neck is not cutting. My body is not cutting. I am focused on the lens. I am looking at you guys right now. This is the quality of the back camera of a Samsung phone. Let me film with the front camera and show you guys. This is the front camera of a Samsung phone. Let me know the one for which you prefer, the back camera or the front camera. You cannot film with a front camera and expect the quality to come out as the quality that you filmed for a back camera. It cannot be the same. You cannot film in the darkest of all darkest room and you want to go to the editing app to go and brighten it. It will still not come out nice like the video of somebody that filmed with a LED light and a ring light, or even filmed by the window side. In this particular room for which I am now, there are 1, 2, 3. These 3 windows, light comes in here. I cannot film by the window side and you expect the quality to be as the same as when I go by that mirror to go and film. It will not come out the same. So what I'm trying to tell you is that if you want to film content with your phone, make sure that you are filming with a back camera. Now, I went on Temu. Sorry, I know Temu was coming in this particular video. If you go to Temu, look for this mirror. They have like the bigger size. Yes, they have the bigger size of the mirror. What you need to do if you want to film with your back camera, even if you don't want to buy from Temu, you already have a mirror. Keep a mirror in front of you. What this mirror does is that it is going to guide you when you want to film with your back camera. Keep it in front of you. For example, if I keep this mirror in front of me and keep my phone in front of me, this mirror is going to show me when I am in frame and when I am not in frame. If you have a mirror, it is another thing or another filming tips for which you need in order to film with your back camera. Keep your mirror, set your tripod, and then go and sit down. The mirror is going to guide you when you are in frame and when you are not in frame. Don't be carried away by the front camera. You can film easily to know what is going on, when the mic off, when the camera is not recording again. You just have to put everything in place before you start filming your content. If you want that your camera will not cut off, go and charge it. Yes, go and charge your camera before you start creating your content. From front camera, you will feel that you are looking at your audience. You are not looking at your audience when you are filming with your front camera because your mind will just be elsewhere. You will be admiring yourself, thinking that you are looking at your audience. So this mirror is going to guide you if you want to film with your back camera of your phone. Now, I know that I don't really have much to say about digital camera. This is a Canon camera, EOS M50 Canon camera. The kit lens, if you want to go for this camera, it is definitely a good camera for which you can go for. The kit lens is going to give you what you want. But if you want to go out of your way to get another lens, you can do that. I know there is no comparison with a digital camera, a phone, or an iPhone. The quality of a camera is definitely different. For this particular video, I am filming with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo camera, but the phone is going to give you what you need. Now, before I was gifted this particular camera. I have used my phone for 2 years and I still use my phone to create my content. For my Instagram content, I always film with my phone, but for my YouTube content, I always film with my DJI Osmo camera. I know a lot of people have actually asked. I no longer make use of my Canon M50 because the lens for which I bought is the 16 Sigma lens, which is very heavy. I can't be carrying that around. That's why I bought this pocket-friendly camera, this DJI Osmo camera, which is very, very portable. For now, I can just carry it about when I want to create my vlogs. But for my sit-down videos, I always film with my Canon M50 camera. So if you have been doubting, can I start with my phone? Must I have an iPhone before I create my content? You mustn't have an iPhone. Whether you have a Samsung phone, Spark 3, Note 3, Samsung Fold, whichever one for which you have, you can still create content with it. Your filming setup matters more than the editing that you're going to do in that video. If you don't put in a lot of work when you're filming your content, the editing part will be so hard for you. If you film with your back camera, you will notice that if you go to your editing app, that back camera have already given you every brilliance, every saturation, every brightness for which you need to do in that video. You don't need to do much when you are editing. But if you film with your front camera, you will still need to go and do brightness, saturation, so that the color will pop out nice. Imagine when you are not wearing a bright color and you now go and film with your front camera. What kind of magic do you want to do in that editing? I know we have said that no matter where you film your video, that your editing will still pop it out. It still boils down to where you film your content. What setup are you using to film your content? Okay, even those that are doing photography and videography, they still set their camera right before they take pictures. All they need to do is small work, small finishing touches and the rest of them. So please and please, filming with your back camera will give you all the quality for which you need. Both of us might be using this. You might be using the same phone with a big YouTuber, and you might be thinking that that big YouTuber is using a digital camera when that big YouTuber is using a phone to film her content, but she's using the back camera to film her content. So please and please strive more on filming with your back camera than your front camera. I know, yes, some of us, it takes us time to get used to filming with a back camera, but try as much as possible to practice. Even if you will keep your chair, push back, okay? Push back. Once you push back, drop your tripod, sit down. That is how I actually started. I will go and sit down. I will film for like few seconds. I will stop. I will go and check. That is what you need to do. If you need to give content creation your best, you need to put in your best. You have to try out this method. Or kukuma, get a mirror and keep, so that you will know when you are in frame and when you are not in frame. So I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that starting content creation with your phone is definitely going to be a huge help to you. Don't overthink it. Start with your phone. Samsung can start content creation for you until you can afford the bigger gadgets, the bigger guns, okay? Filming with your back camera is also going to help you in this content creation journey so that your video comes out really crispy, bright, and it is giving all that it is supposed to give. That even when someone watched that video, oh, what phone did you use in filming this content? Oh, I love it. That is the power of back camera and editing. I'm not saying that the front camera is not going to give you what you want, but if you want to film with a front camera, make sure that you are by the window side and you are using a LED light. Even if you don't want to use a LED light or a ring light to film when you are using your front camera, make sure you are directly by the window, because the brightness that comes into the window is enough ring light and LED lights, okay? I'm not saying that you should not strive to afford all these big gadgets. What I'm saying is that start with what you have. Some people even said now that starting with what you have is expensive, because phone is expensive, tripod is expensive. One tripod is like 30-something thousand. But please go to Temu, or you go to AliExpress, or you go to Konga, Jumia. Look for tripod that are of at least affordable. Start with that until you can afford like the bigger tripod. That is what I'm striving. What I'm striving now is for you to start with what you have, okay? I hope that I've helped you with these few tips of mine. And if you're not following me on other social media platforms, I drop lots and lots of content creator tips 101, content creator beginners. I drop them on other social media platforms. Follow me, I'll be leaving the name here. And if you want a YouTube consultation, one-on-one consultation, I also offer that. If you also want a YouTube review, YouTube channel review, I also offer that. Everything that has to do with content creation, how to become a content creator, how to start up a YouTube channel, everything, I am definitely here to offer that. Just send me a DM or send me an email. Just let me know. I will definitely help you with that in my own capability. And I'll definitely see you guys in my next one. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a huge and massive thumbs up. And remember that if you want to be the first to always get notified anytime I post this kind of content, if you subscribe to my channel, click on the bell icon for which you're seeing. It is going to show all non-personalized. Click on all so that you will always get notified anytime I post a new content. And let me know, what are your content creation struggles? If you have been wanting to start content creation, what are your struggles? What are you overthinking? What is stopping you from becoming a content creator? Let me know. And if you are an already existing content creator, what are your content creation struggles? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll definitely see you guys in my next one. I didn't want this video to be so long. Oh my God.